So I have a lot of young persons that tell me they don't want to do marketing, because when I see job opportunities, I recommend to a lot of young
People.
persons, and you tell them, you hear the response is, if it's marketing, I'm not going to do it. I have a passion to do this. I tell them, take the job
First.
stay alive and do the job, gain the experience,
Yes.
gain the relationship with people first. If you have enough money, when you save up, you can now go to your passion. And I've seen a lot of people who wanted to drive their passion so bad, at the end of the day they get old without even
achieving anything.
So instead of you to wait for that passion, fold hands and wait for you to fund that passion, why not do something? Why not do something that can put food on your table first? Why not do something that can help you save and keep that passion dream alive?
Welcome to Voices with Victoria, the series that unlocks the power of resilience. Join me and industry experts as we explore career development, human capacity, nation building, and entrepreneurship.
Hello everyone, it's another time on Voices with Victoria. Here's where you play the music. Ta-da! I'm so excited to be here again, and I'm not here alone, as you know. I have here with me a very beautiful, intelligent, delectable. She's a burst of energy. I mean, you will literally feel the energy right in this room, wherever you are. And it's such an honor to have her here today. You know, beyond being beautiful, she's a fun person, energetic, she's inspiring, she's a God lover, she's the mother to an amazing, smart, young chap. Gosh, right? And she has over 9 years working experience that cuts across the fintech space, health insurance, and now in banking. And we'll be having a conversation around her life, some of the challenges she has been through, and how she has been able to pull forth, to show resilience, and how she's building a beautiful life for herself with God's help. So please, let's dive right in. Thank you so much, Monica, for joining me here in the studio today.
Thank you
It's
for
showtime.
having me.
How do you feel?
I feel rather relaxed.
Yes,
It's
and
my
beautiful.
it's my first podcast session, so
Yay.
I was thinking I'm gonna feel very nervous, but I'm here.
No. We're here to get all the knowledge from, that God has deposited in you for us at this time in this season. For me personally, I know that young people, or even older people, in any part, in any season of their life, would find this interview very instructive in any season they are currently in. And so that's why it's such an honor to have you here today.
Thank you, Victoria.
So first of all, like they always say, introductions. Who is? I've done the official introduction, but I want to hear from you. Who are you?
Okay, so thank you very much. My name is Monica Inyang. I am 32. And I'm a single mom of a very brilliant, handsome young boy. I had my child while growing up in school, and all those experiences what has contributed to making me who I am today. And of course, I'm still growing. So Monica is a fun-loving person. I like new experiences. I like to work. And I have a lot of dreams, way too big that sometimes I just wake and ask myself, are these dreams valid? And I just tell myself it is valid. I am someone that does not take no for an answer, and it's been a very progressive one. It's been a very progressive one. So I love God. I like to dance.
Yes, of
I
course.
like to walk. Anywhere I am, you feel the energy.
Yes.
I'm a very simple person. I don't keep a lot of friends, but I have a lot of acquaintances because of what I've been doing for the past 9 years. So I've been able to get my working experience that cuts across the fintech, the health space, and now in the financial institution. So this has given me the leverage to meet a lot of persons who has added positively to my life and my growth as a person.
Such a grand introduction. And I think here's where I would chip in. Congratulations. Should I
Thank
scale?
you.
No. Please go and follow her on LinkedIn. I'm sure she's going to share soon. But congratulations on that massive role.
Thank
I mean,
you.
your work is paying off. From your introduction, there's a whole lot of questions I want to ask you, but let's start from the very beginning.
Okay.
And the reason we're asking that is because I see you let me come from this angle. As a young person, I guess you were about 20 years or less, or 22 years when you took in and you gave birth to your very amazing bundle of joy. You are so proud of him, right? Looking back, what was that season like for you? In retrospect now, when you're looking back, how was it like? Did you feel like the world has ended, your dreams have come crashing, nothing good, will anything good come out?
Okay, so I got pregnant at 21.
Okay.
In school, and then I just lost my dad. So my dad was in the morgue, and everything was like, it's like the curtains were closed. I felt rejected by a lot of people, and even the church I used to worship with, I think I was excommunicated. The period was very tough. People didn't want to really identify with me. Mothers were warning their daughters who we were talking with to stay clear from me and all that. I could understand now, but looking at it, it wasn't a good season. It wasn't something I was proud of. It was a struggle. It came with a lot of pains and confusion, indecisiveness. You know, when you are just stuck and all you do is wake up to a new day without knowing what to do. So it was a tough season. Yes, it was. It was nothing really sweet at that point.
Yeah, so looking at taking us through that season to what you built for yourself now, because I mean, it could go the other way. The Monica we're appreciating, celebrating, and congratulating here today couldn't have been if certain things didn't happen. So what was the turning point where you realized that, you know what, na belle I carry, I know key person, or you know, something like that, and forged ahead to becoming this person you are today?
Okay, so for me, when I had my child, having to wake up and see him every day, to even it was a problem. To feed my son was, some days it was very challenging. And I looked at my mom. She tried her best for me, and it felt like I am not going to make her proud. It felt like things were not going to look any way better. I started seeing, it was when I would go out and I want to talk to a particular set of human, and they tried to look at me in a way that I am not worthy of being on that table. I used to feel very embarrassed. You know, you go to somewhere and they are gossiping you on the table. You know, it used to make me shy away from going out. But I just had to tell myself one day, I cannot keep withdrawing myself from the public because I have a child out of wedlock. And apart from that, I didn't have a lot of money to even afford me some stuff. Okay, so I had to tell myself, Monica, you have to wake up from this place of lamenting, because how many people will I lament to? They can only help you once, twice. Going back will be a burden. So I had to look for something to do. I started doing a job that it didn't pay me so well, but it was very relevant at that point. So I had to tell myself, I need to wake up. I need to stand up. I still want to be that person I want to be. I still want to be that person that will stand in the podium and speak to young people, share my experience, and they will learn one or two. So I said, but if I continue wallowing in self-pity, that dream will never come alive.
Yeah.
It will never come alive.
Yeah.
So I had to take the switch and tell myself, wherever I stop, I dusted my body and I told myself, I'm going to go get it. So I had to try to get a job, try to build my career. And I thank God for growth and the support that have been coming from a lot of persons and my mentor.
Amazing.
And it has been a great journey so far.
Very instructive. I mean, rather than staying back to lament, rather than crying over spilled milk, you looked ahead to see that the future is still bright regardless. And I like that you mentioned mentorship. So that wasn't the time to excommunicate yourself, even if you've been excommunicated from, you know, a lot of gatherings, but you still were able to push yourself out there. Now let's talk about faith, right? Where was your work with God, or at what point did you find God? And did you think that contributed to the strength that you finally had to now pull through?
Okay, so I would say that my journey of single motherhood gave me a platform to appreciate who God was and is and needs to be in my life. As a young growing teenage girl, I was just living life as the day went. So the challenges I was facing in life When I turned around and I didn't have a lot of people to talk to support me, it became evident that there is only one person that will not reject me, and that was God. So when my son was about 7 years old, I had to go back to church. I had to go back to a local church. I had to see how I can harness and strengthen my walk with God. I had so much faith in me, so much faith in God, and I prayed. I believed that my life did not end. So that situation strengthened me, because I do not know where would I have been today. I don't know what it would have been worse. Maybe it would have been better, but whatever happened gave me the platform to see God for who God is. God did not just, to me, God is not just that person that you can do or not do with. He became a pillar. He became my run-to person. He became my lover, He's not just praying in the morning and doing my activities just for the sake of praying. It's because I recognize his authority over my life, that whether it goes good or it goes bad, God is still God and God is still there. So those periods of pains, of challenges, birthed a new atmosphere for me, an atmosphere to strengthen my faith, and it lifted my spirit. It gave me hope. There was a time I was just living just with pure hope that tomorrow is going to be better. I didn't know what it means to be happy. There was a period I never knew what happiness felt like. If I smile, it's just because I want to smile so that it will not look like I'm out of the conversation. But I did not know what genuine happiness felt like. But my consistency in holding on to God, He renewed my mind.
Wow.
And the things I used to feel were so heavy, so painful. Bit by bit, it became light. It became light. And I could recognize myself, because at some point I didn't know who I was. I was trying to identify who, and I think I was even having identity crisis. I don't know if I want to do this, if I want to do that. Some mornings I just wake up confused. But my faith and stillness with God gave me a platform to recognize who I was and my purpose in life. I want to say that those periods that I saw as a painful period birthed me knowing who I was, self-discovery. I discovered myself, and I've been able to grow bit by bit away from all those pains, away from all those chaos. And it's actually beautiful, because I have a lot of young women who come to me for guidance, because they are in that path, all right? So I've been through that path. So getting through that path gives me the platform to help younger women, younger ladies who have seen themselves there. And I'm always happy that they can identify that there is something that resonates with them, that I could offer help. And I am so grateful that as they come, there is a word for them. And I try to see and follow up and see that they try to be who they always want to be, regardless of the challenges they are currently facing.
Everything. I wish I could just re-emphasize some of what you said. What struck me was, your story shows that no pain is a waste. There is no waste with God. And the only thing is, we need to find our way back to God. As far as you can find your way back to God, you're going to be fixed. You're going to be beautified. Is it beautiful ashes? You're looking, who would have thought? This energetic Monica is always smiling, right? And we can see that it's genuine. We can see that gifts of God inside of you as well. And you just mentioned that you found yourself in God. So a lot of times we're so consumed with our pains, we're so consumed with our experiences. Our experiences do not define us. The only thing or the only person that defines us is God. So regardless of all of these experiences, we need to find our way back to God to get a definition of who we are.
We are, yes.
Absolutely powerful. Thank you. So we're going to hold on that thought about that season of your life and come to the present.
Okay.
Let's leave the past and come to the present, because I love the beautiful thing and the powerful thing that you're doing. Let's come to your career. You're a mega marketer. You've even was it during our this and that session earlier
Okay.
that you mentioned it. But the point is, I want to know, first of all, in fact, I have many questions to ask you. Where do I start from? Okay, so first of all, how did you get here in terms of career? How did you know that it was marketing? How did you know it's even fine? How did all this career path unravel for you?
Okay, so for me, I would say that I never loved marketing. I never liked marketing.
Really?
I never liked marketing. It was one of the jobs I didn't want to do. But I had to pick up my first marketing experience job because I needed to put food on the table for me and my son. Then I realized that I didn't have to like what brings money.
Yeah.
I had a passion, but my as at then I couldn't fuel my passion.
Yeah.
Why don't I give that same energy I could give to my passion to that what makes
That will give you
me
money
food immediately?
Yeah.
All right, so I had to realize that if I go out and talk to people first time, I'll be shy. When they reject what I'm offering, I'll come back sad. Then I started listening to a lot of people talk about their experience in marketing, people who have been there. I used to talk to my mentor and he will tell me, you can do it. Every time I feel sad, I'll go back to him, sir. This thing is like it's not working. Oh. That's why it's always good to have that one person in your corner that tells you the truth the way it is. I tell people, surround yourself with people that will give you the positive vibes to get to where we are going to.
Yes.
I don't like listening to people that will tell me I can't do this thing. Let me try it and fail. Let me know I went there.
And then you learn from it.
Yes, and then I learned from it. So my marketing did not come because I liked it. It was the only option I had. But after a while, I saw that I was progressing. All right. I was getting better on the crafts. And I had to stick to it. All right. And majorly all the jobs that came around my career experience was about marketing, indirect or direct marketing. But then it was not bad. I had to stick with it because I will always say that you could always try something out. Just try it. If you can get it done the first time, you'll get it done the second time. So when I was able to do my first job and I had a good appraisal score, left to my second company, I didn't leave badly. And when I look at what I have been able to bring to the table, it was amazing. And I would like to also state that I didn't really apply for most of these jobs. They were pure referrals.
Wow.
Pure referrals because of the energy I had to put in to make the job
The
work.
current job that you are on.
Yes, because I tell myself that the only thing that will stand me out with other people in my career, in my environment, is doing something that they are not doing. And what is that? I had to look at myself and say, if they only go to make one come to the table, Monica, you can make two. So I add extra time. I pay the extra time to extra attention to details. I try to go overboard to see how I can please my customers. All right, and the feedback is always really amazing. And I think that's where the recommendations keep coming from. That has been it. So marketing was not really what I wanted to do, but seeing myself in it, I had to just take.
And you're falling in love with marketing because
of course I like
you even stepped into the studio here today and you started even in fact, oh my god, what was so instructive in your introduction as regards your shifting to marketing is you said you don't need to do the things that you don't need, not every time you don't need to do the things that you're passionate about if you know it's not going to give you money. You can do the things that you're not even passionate about.
Get the money,
do it
your
well.
passion later.
That is so, and I feel like a lot of young people need to get this.
Yes.
We see, and because over time, when you keep investing your energy, your strength, your time, and possibly the small money you're getting into something that is not bringing you to, you would get frustrated.
Definitely.
You get frustrated.
So I have a lot of young persons that tell me they don't want to do marketing because when I see job opportunities, I recommend to a lot of young persons, and you tell them, you hear the response is, if it's marketing, I'm not going to do it. I have a passion to do this. I tell them, take the job
First.
Stay alive and do the job. Gain the experience.
Yes.
Gain the relationship with people. First, if you have enough money, when you save up, you can now go to your passion. And I've seen a lot of people who wanted to drive their passion so bad. At the end of the day, they get old without even
achieving anything.
So instead of you to wait, for that passion, fold hands and wait for you to fund that passion. Why not do something? Why not do something that can put food on your table first? Why not do something that can help you save and keep that passion dream alive?
And you're even getting experience.
You're even getting experience because I think I like social capital. There is something social capital can get you that money cannot get you.
Absolutely.
And once you have social capital, you can get to where the money is.
Yeah.
Oh, for me, social capital is very, very key. It's very key. Who you meet every day, your everyday life, what these people have to offer you is very important.
Yeah.
Because on that journey of marketing, you may meet that investor that wants to invest in your passion. But sitting and waiting for that
doing
passion,
nothing. I think it's the low-hanging fruit.
Yes.
We know that you want to
get
reach
to the top,
but you can start with this one. That is,
start with
and
this
it's
one.
God's way of even helping us. And a lot of times we reject, we say, God, come and help us. I want this one. I want 10 billion. But God is saying, I have given you 10,000. Collect this one.
10,000.
Use it as a ladder to climb.
You
But no,
understand?
we want
we
that
want
one.
to get to the top.
Yeah.
And before you know it, if you stretch too much to get to the top, you end up getting tired without getting.
And you might even fall and break your leg.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's even
absolutely.
better that you start.
Yes.
Start little. And the problem we have with them, I think the problem I have identified in this terrain is that young people don't want to start small. You recommend a job and they tell you how much. You tell them how much. Say, I cannot do anything that is not maybe 100,000 or 200,000. I don't want to do it. Meanwhile, I don't have any job experience
At all. So why
Meanwhile,
not
they
take
don't
it
even
to
they
build?
don't have any computer skill. They don't have any soft
They
skill.
don't have capacity for what they
they're
want.
looking for. You get. So I just think that a lot of times you have to tell these young people the truth. That because they see you at the age of 40 driving
Achieving.
a Lexus,
They want
achieving
to
a lot of
get
things,
that
wearing
too.
the branded branded clothes, wearing designers. You didn't just wake up
in the morning.
and get there. Tell them where you started from. And sometimes I think what really confuses these people is some of the testimonials we see. You can't just wake up and say, I believed in God, I woke up.
Do you believe in overnight success?
I do not believe in overnight success. My father would always say, my late father would always say that shortcut to success is not what he believes in. And of course, I do not believe in shortcuts. All right. And success is not accidental.
Yeah.
You can't just wake up and say you're successful.
There are certain things, even if people outside are not seeing, and what we'll just see is the result. But work has been done behind the scenes somehow.
There is a work to be done. Success needs consistency.
Yes.
You can't just wake up and you say, I want to be successful, and success comes. You must put in the work.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of work successful people do behind the scene. Yeah. And once you identify what these people do, you are one way.
Yeah.
Step further to achieving
There are
what you
principles.
want
Just get the principles.
to do. Get the
and
principles
you'll
right.
Get the result as
and
well.
I think another thing that is really distracting our young people is social media. They see a lot,
which is supposed to be a blessing, actually.
Yeah, social media is a good platform. It has blessed a lot of people. All right, I love social media, but it's how they perceive this content.
Yeah.
All right, it's how they see this stuff. It's just like you seeing a Nigerian movie on YouTube, and then you see two people that you know are real human beings live. They are not married, they are all single, playing a love scene. They get married, they go abroad, and you want your life to look like that
to
movie.
mirror that.
But you've forgotten, in the real life, these characters are not married either. The characters playing this
and
role,
you're putting yourself under pressure for act.
For act, yes, and not the real life. So I tell people that life is not content. Life is reality. Life is more realistic than the content you see people put out there. It's good to see the content. It's good to learn from them.
Maybe be inspired by it.
Yes, be inspired by it. But when you go back, look at those people creating the content. Is the content looking like them? Or they are putting the content out to make money? You get? So when you look at this content, come back. Take back yourself and look at yourself. Be realistic with your goals.
There's a thin line between being inspired and being intimidated.
God bless
you. When you are so intimidated by you are under pressure to want to be like what you're saying.
What you are saying. And
absolutely.
because you want to do that, you start making the wrong choices.
Yes.
You start going out with the wrong people. You start doing the wrong things. And before you know it, the life you wanted to live, it may come, but it may come 5, 6, 7 years, and you get cut off. Because there is time. You see, time is not something you just jump. You have to take it slow. Work with it. Once you jump over the process, it may be disastrous.
I remember I don't know who wrote this about issue blow is very temporal. You know, everybody I want to blow. You know, when something blows, like something it's just he said, how about instead of dreaming to blow, even if we need that blow, maybe what they mean is you need that one trending stuff. How about growth?
How about the gradual process?
Yes, that's growth.
The consistency.
Exactly. And it's being sustained.
Yeah, the sustainability in it. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we are not looking at a lot of young people are not looking at the sustainability. They just want to get validation.
Yeah.
And what is really killing young people is getting validated by human beings, getting validated by their family members, getting validated by social media. You don't need any validation. If you want to live the real life, you don't need any validation. The only validation you need is from God. Are you doing the right thing? Yes. At every point in life, are you doing the right thing? Is this thing capable of sustaining you? Or you just want to be seen, be heard?
Just for the sake of.
Oh, all right. So, and I tell people that what you do now as a young person will determine where you will stand at the age of 60. Right now, all of us, we are saying that Nigerian economy is this, is that. We are striving. But when you are 65 and you have kids, will your children be proud to say, that's my daddy? When you're standing with your contemporaries,
we've been complaining. A lot of people complain about their parents. And I'm like, in next 10 years,
your children will still have children. So are your children going to complain about you or commend you? So whatever act you put up today, whatever lifestyle you are living today, will you be sure that tomorrow when you stand with your secondary school mates that had the life slow and steady, will you be able to stand in some places and not feel shy and not feel that you've not done enough for yourself?
And it's not even to compare because everybody has their own path.
Yes.
But because you know that even if it's 1 naira and the other person has 1 million, because I know that I'm putting in the step. I understand the place of growth. I understand the process. I'm comfortable in my own experience. Right, that's so powerful. And you know, there's another thing you mentioned about, you know, putting in good work, and I think that's what we need to do, especially in the career sector. You are growing rapidly, and people could wonder, how do you get promoted? You get promoted almost every year. I don't even understand. You know, your speed is amazing, and we can see the hand of God in it.
Definitely.
But even at that, we can also see diligence. Even the Bible says that when you're diligent, what you're going to stand before kings and not mere men. And a lot of times we take it to just be one of those things. Maybe it's just a Bible verse, but we see it. We see you talked about it. We see you live that, where you say, if you are requested to bring in 1, if you have the capacity to do 2, why should you stop at 1? You want to go the extra mile. And I think that this is something that young people also need to, and anybody really in any industry, whatever age you are, you know, just try to put in the extra spice. If you have the capacity for more, don't stop at that level, because this is what they ask. And people will say, I should just do this one. When you know that more can be done, don't stop there. Go for more.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So let's use this now to talk about marketing.
All right.
This is your area. And you already gave us some strategies, but I want you to say it again and probably add more. You talked about social capital, and I know that it's important when you're, you know, for effective marketing strategy. You talked about mentorship as well. Can you share with us, based on your experience and your knowledge in the industry, what are some effective marketing strategies that marketers or business owners or anybody can deploy to really see results?
Okay, so for me, I said, 1, you must understand what you are selling. Have your product knowledge. If I want to sell a camera, all right, I do not understand the features of that camera, the types of camera, and I go out to markets to tell my prospective clients about it, and they ask me questions I cannot effectively give them answers to, they will not believe in what I'm selling because I have lacked the product knowledge. So understand the products and understand your audience. You cannot go and sell camera to the market women selling fish.
What do they need your camera?
You understand? So for every product, there is a market for it. Identify your markets. Once you identify your markets, all right, for me, I would say that after identification, pitch. Do you want to do a campaign to get you more numbers? How do you do it? Budget your campaign. What is your campaign supposed? What results are you looking out for? What are the metrics you are using to get this campaign done? Identify your market, pitch, and make sure that you pay attention to customers' needs. Sometimes you may want to sell this particular camera because that's where you are given a target to sell. This is what and the customer is telling you, no, I don't want this one. I want the other one. And you say, because you don't want what I'm selling, I cannot give you information on that one because I don't have that's not the one.
Not my, I don't have time for that.
But there is what customer relationship does. Once a customer is able to build trust in what you are selling, that customer may end up buying what they don't need just because they believe in you.
Yes.
I can tell you a lot of customers, a lot of times I sell products to people who do not need it, but they just like it. It's me that is selling it. They want to buy because I have sold something for them. I have come to their rescue. All right. Yeah. I have built that relationship with them over time. Yeah. So once you are able to give your customers attention, resolve their issues quickly, all right, you are one step away from making your marketing skills very highly valued.
Absolutely.
Identify your market, have a good knowledge of your products, pitch, resolve their issues, get their concerns, all right? Go back, put up your strategies. How do I get the feedback? Because a lot of times you may go out and do the marketing, you think you are doing something, but you're doing nothing. So what are the metrics you are putting in place to know that this your marketing strategy is working? Draft your strategy back. What are those things you are putting in place to see that you are getting the feedback from these people? Because feedback will determine if these people even know about what you are selling. Feedback will determine if you are doing something right. Feedback will determine if your product is doing well.
Yes.
And you as a person, the feedback will now tell you where you need to adjust, all right, so that you can get your results. So for me, those are just the few strategies I hold. And also, I like to talk to people who are more experienced than me in the field. I don't believe in myself alone. I have a mentor in the workspace. I have a lot of people I run to. So how did you get this thing done? I want to do this, okay? And like they will always say, he that asks for the road will never miss his way.
Yes.
All right. I can ask you one thing all over again, but I must get it done because I know that once I am able to get that running, I begin to run without any holdback. So for me, marketing is not just something you wake up to. All right. Even when you just wake up to it, learn the fundamentals of it. Learn what is obtained on the street. Learn what your customers like. Learn some people have to engage more to get more. If your customers are very comfortable around you, for them to be able to relate with you, ask you questions, you are going to gain a certain knowledge of what they are looking for. Once you're able to get what they are looking for, you have carried that.
So
market.
You must not only know your product, you need to also know your
customers' needs.
Oh wow.
See, you are there to solve the customers' needs. All right. So for me, I tell myself, Monica, my customers' needs, I place it above what I want to sell. All right.
So it's not about you.
It's not about me every time. I want to sell this product. Do they need this product? If you say you don't need this product, I'll ask you, what other product do you think if I want to give you now, you want to buy?
Marketer.
All right. And you tell me you want this. I'll run back to my team. Can we design this product? Because my customers have started looking for this product. If you design this product and bring back to the market, before you know it, okay, you've designed it. Okay, let me try the other one you said you wanted to sell for me. Okay. So marketing is versatile. You have to bring a lot of ideas to it. Because a lot of businesses do not need the same marketing skills to thrive.
Yeah.
Every job, every product has its own audience, like I said. And you have to know what that audience is looking for.
Absolutely. You are living proof that you don't need to say, I have the gift or I don't even know how to say it. But the point is, for somebody who did not like marketing, and for somebody who did not even know they were going to venture into this, you're so good in marketer. So what that tells me is that whatever you lay your hands to do it and do it well, and you'll see results. So whatever you've been called to do, whether you think you have the capacity for it, you can always build capacity for anything at all, for any skill at all, right? So thank you very much for that. Let's move to based off of what you mentioned, I picked something, and that is people's skill. You need people's skill in marketing and in building. And the thing is, a lot of people think marketing is only products. We can sell ourselves. Do you know? I feel like everybody is a marketer. Everybody, because every day you go out, you are marketing yourself one way or the other. Because how are people perceiving you? How people, based on how they perceive you, is how they want to deal with you, is how they want to either do business with you. So whether you have an NGO, whether you have a company, whether you have a business, even your own personal brand, you're also a marketer. How do you think that people can leave lasting impression on other people when they step into a room, or in the business world, or in the career space? How can people leave lasting impression?
Okay, so career space, personal space, public space. For me, if I get into a room, I would say with my customers, I like to listen.
Wow. Listen.
I watch. I'm not quiet. I watch.
No, you're not quiet.
Because quiet means that whatever is happening in the room, you are not concerned. You give them, your body language will tell you if you are interested in discussion. You watch. You allow people talk. And when they call you to talk, you address the issue.
Yes.
Number one, you have to be interested in the conversation. And you don't show up shabbily. Show up like someone that was prepared for that meeting.
Yes.
Because the way you are dressed, definitely people are going to address you like that.
Absolutely.
You can't come for a board meeting and you are looking all haggard. No, you have to be prepared in a way that looks like you're ready for this business.
Yes.
And when you come, you have to be cordial.
Yeah.
Have a smile. People don't like doing business with people that are sad and frowning. People don't like doing business with people that complain a whole lot. When everything you say is negative, people will try to withdraw from you.
Wow.
So people need to see that there is a positivity in you, an element of positivity in you. And when you speak from the place of knowledge, not just because you want to talk. People like to relate with people they can take out something from.
Yes.
If you come to a space and people talk from the place of knowledge and you just come to talk because you are called upon to talk and your talk does not create impact, you may never be on that table again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anytime you're called upon, I am called upon to be in a space, I try to make sure that my presence is felt in a positive way.
Yeah.
If it's time to smile, we smile. Time to laugh, we laugh. Time to talk about the job, we talk about the job. Be cordial with people. Dress nice. Smell nice. Ask people how they are. And if you have a prior idea of what these people like, if they like their family, you can ask, how is madam? How is the family?
Genuinely
doing?
interested in
Genuinely
people.
interested in how people are faring, and not just ask them these questions because it's a compliment that should go. All right.
Wow.
For everybody that comes in there in a board meeting and looks very official, there is a personal wall around them. Okay, so try to be receptive. That's the word. Be warm.
Yeah.
Don't be too strict. Don't be too all called up. All right. Try to be warm. Okay, and let the environment be friendly enough to have conversations with you. And when you want to speak, please remember to speak from the place of knowledge.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I just wish that we could go on and on, but would have very soon. Don't worry. Let me ask this question again because it's very important.
Okay.
Because I'm a mother and I'm sure that there are many other mothers who are watching this. You seem to have it all figured out because you are very you go the extra mile, like you said, in your career. So you are on point with every year's promotion, and we're grateful to God for that. Right, that shows diligence. You're also very active in church. In fact, it's like anything you do, you carry it on your head. You bring your A game to every and anything you're involved in, and you still have fun, though. You know, you mentioned it during when we're chatting behind the scenes. You say you like fun, you like the soft life. And you are still a very present mother. And you still show up for friends. I see you even on your status. You're advertising. You're even for free. You're doing you're supporting your friend's business, and that tells a lot about you. How are you able to manage all of these aspects of Monica? How is Monica able to show up in all of her glory?
Okay, so for me, I do not just wake up without drafting how my day will go. Because if you fail to plan your day will plan you. And sometimes when your day plans you may not get the required results. All right, so I'm a very present mom. I'm always there for my son. And I would say that all this energy, I try to place my priorities. Okay, everything has its time.
Yeah.
And whatever I know is going to take my time that I can outsource, I outsource for it.
Smart.
Stress, a lot of stress will not help you. All right?
True.
In driving your goals early.
True.
If I know I can source for someone to come and clean the house,
Yeah.
sometimes I will source for it.
Oh, yeah. True.
Okay, so I can have time for my work, so I can have time for my son,
True.
so I can have time for myself. I am the most important person in this life.
Yeah, right.
Okay, because I want to grow. I want to be that person that I want to be tomorrow. I want to be a voice to be reckoned with in the nearest future. So I have to take care of my own self. I have to stay alive and healthy. And I prioritize the kind of things I hear. I try to filter the things I hear. I filter the things I do. Yes, I do all of these things. I'm present in church. I'm present for my son. I am present at work. Because I believe that whatever I should do, there should be a touch of excellence in it.
Yes.
And these things do not just come in. You have to plan your life. You have to plan your day. You have to curate which one will go first.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't get to tick all of them in the box.
I wanted to ask you, what if things don't go exactly
Sometimes
as you
things
planned?
don't go exactly as it's planned. But let it be that a higher percentage
Yeah.
has been ticked.
Yeah.
All right. So I just try to curate my day. All right. I don't have a lot of time. I go out to see a lot of people and do things that do not directly impact me positively.
Yeah.
So the little time I have to place it in a way that it brings me good results. See, it's not magic. You plan your day. Whatever is going to stress you, if not, your day will plan you. Whatever is going to really, really stress you and waste your time, if you can outsource it, you outsource it. There is nothing wrong in outsourcing stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I see young women who want to do everything by themselves.
Superwoman.
All those superwoman strength.
Me, I'm a superwoman.
I'm a
You too, you're a superwoman.
I'm a superwoman.
But I don't love you come and die.
Like, if you can also someone to mop your house for you,
Please.
please do. Because
And if you can do it, do
you
it.
can do it, oh. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I do it sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. So you don't have to be the one to wash. Go to
Yeah.
the market. You know there is washing machine. You want to wash with your hands because you think you're an African woman. Time will.
I can't remember when last I watched it.
A lot of women still do it. You understand? Not because they cannot afford it. It's because it's a stereotype mind. You
Yeah.
have to do this for you to be
Conditioning.
validated as a woman. You have to come out of that preconditioning in your mind. That washing with a washing machine does not make you lesser a woman. All right? Doesn't make you less a woman, okay? So just do the things you can do. Pay attention to your health, your career, your family. Very important. Whatever you can outsource, please outsource it so they can
Really,
have time
yeah.
to attend to
The important
other
ones.
important matters.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Talking about stereotype, I didn't plan on it. In fact, I didn't even think about the question until now. What are some stereotypes you think that are faced with single mothers?
Oh!
Are you open to open to marriage?
I am open to marriage, yes.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
open to marriage.
Okay, so what are some of the stereotypes and how have you been able to rise above those stereotypes?
Okay, there is one. I think the ones I've experienced. You cannot marry a single mother. All right? They are not good people.
Wow,
So
that's what
some-
you've heard.
They will tell you in front, like maybe you're dating someone, time to take you to the family. Single mother. Otilo gone. You're right. They will not even. They don't even have a better way of placing it. Or you just start seeing some actions and tell you, oh, because you're a single mom, my mom said, my dad said, all right, and it's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So you cannot marry a single mom. And I think another thing is another stereotype is when they say that I'm trying to remember it. I think that's for women.
Okay.
For women, the ones we have grown, some women have grown to accept. All right, okay, that you need to get married to be happy.
Yeah.
You need to be a happy person first to go into marriage.
Exactly.
Marriage does not make anybody way happier,
Yeah.
because I think in a place of responsibility, there is really too much time for you to get happy. Just like you get into your job, you have tax, and you say you want to go to marketing, you want to talk to people and be happy at talking to people. Yes, you are fulfilling your dreams of marketing. You are going to get the result. Do you necessarily need to be happy to make that money? You just need to make the money.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, I feel that happiness should be innate. It should be within.
Regardless
You should have
of the
it. You should not
external.
want to say, because you are a single mom, let me get married so that someone I
To
can be happy.
validate
Let me get married
yourself.
to let me validate myself. Let me get married so that people will not call me a single mother again. You can be everything you want to be. It depends on how you see yourself. Whatever you call yourself is what people will call you.
Yeah.
So if you call yourself, you are a complete woman. You are a complete woman.
So please, I like that. So it means what let me just re-echo what you said in case anybody missed that. It means even you as a single woman, you are a complete woman. So this tag single doesn't make you less
It
of
doesn't
the
make
powerful
me. In
woman
fact,
that God has
being
created
a mother,
you to be.
in as much as I will never encourage single motherhood for any reason because of the traumatic experiences
That you
it brings
had.
to these children.
Yeah.
All right. Because I think some people go into single motherhood.
How have you
for
been
their
able
own-
to navigate that?
Okay, so for me,
with your son?
I do not talk bad about my son's father to my child. I have never said anything bad.
Is he present in his life?
He's not.
Okay.
So I have never said anything bad. He will grow to see.
Yeah.
But then I try to make him understand that he's not less of another child because he doesn't have a father present. And we have the most omnipotent Father who is our God in heaven.
Yeah.
He doesn't lack anything. He doesn't lack any good thing in life. He doesn't lack the good parenting style. And being that I'm a single mom, it gives me the capacity to learn more so that I can influence him in a better light.
Yeah.
And when you were talking about being a single mom and being a complete woman, yes, I'm a single mom, and you can be a single mom and a complete woman. A complete woman with experience. Because eventually when you get married, you now have the experience of how to raise a child.
Yeah.
So you are a bahaya.
Yeah.
Because you have
Even should take your crown, I give it to you. Yes.
Like you are a step higher because you've gained the experience a lot of women
don't even
do not have.
Yeah.
So don't look down on yourself. In as much, like I repeat, I do not encourage it.
Yeah. I want
do
you to
not.
talk to, because this was going to be the final, what advice do you have? Because looking back, what are some of the lessons that you've learned? I know that there's no regrets with God, right? And looking back, your life is beautiful. God has blessed you. God turns things around. Even if, in quote, the mistakes that you think you've made, God beautifies it still. But what are some of the advice that you have for young people? We're already talking about it backstage. If you want to re-echo that as well to young people, you based off your experience and maybe some of the lessons, things you wish that maybe if I had known better, I should have just done this instead and all.
Okay, so for me, I would say for every young person out there, your future is very important. Your dreams are valid. Do not allow the current situation you are facing. Do not allow family pressure, the pressure to make your family, all right, validate you. The pressure to be on the same pedestrian with your mates. Don't allow you make the wrong decisions. Don't allow it. Don't allow those situations you face. I don't have the money today. Money will come. And when this money comes, you will come to understand that money is not everything.
Yeah.
All right. So your dreams are valid. Chase your dreams. I will tell my younger self and every teenager around, every young adult around, you should chase your future, your dreams more than you are chasing that man. All right. When a garden is pruned, the flies will come. Prune your garden.
Wow.
But if you leave your garden to go and search for flies, the butterflies, they will all fly away. So prune your garden so beautiful that the butterflies will come. But if you leave your garden to go look for the butterflies, they will never perch on that garden. Take your walk with God seriously. Take yourself, your goals seriously. Take your health seriously. And filter the things you hear. Everything looks like gold because it shines. But beneath it may be things that may not resonate with where you are going to. Everybody has a very different path in life. Everybody's path is not the same. But if you are able to come to the understanding of your own goal, and I understand that some young people at some point, they don't even know what they want to do. They are confused. Yeah. They are having their midlife crisis. It's fine. Stay put. Hang your hope on God. Because there is nothing, absolutely nothing he cannot do. And if you do not have a mentor, someone you can always run and talk to, please
Very important.
look for a mentor. And mentorship is not for someone that will give you money, because
Yes,
that
please,
is where a
round-
lot of people get
Loud
it wrong.
this, yes.
My mentor has never given me money.
Yeah.
If my mentor ever gave me money, I wouldn't realize who I was.
Yeah.
I wouldn't realize.
Stomach
I
infrastructure.
will not even discover myself.
Yeah.
Please, mentorship is not where they are going to give you money to parents.
Mm.
Mentorship is pure taking you by the hand, walking you through the life path, telling you that this way, if you go, this is going to be the result.
Yeah.
And please, when choosing your mentors, make sure it resonates with where you want to go to. There is a goal for everybody. There is a part to play in everybody's life. But when you choose your path, you should determine who wants to play that path
Yeah.
in your life.
And if that person is needed.
At that everybody is important.
Yeah.
But at that time,
Yeah.
is this person relevant to that situation
And to your season.
and to your season? Everybody has a season. So I would say that I would tell my younger self, education is key.
Yeah.
Go get your education, forge your career. If you can get your master's certification done, do it.
Yeah.
And if you don't have anything doing, pick up any job. Don't wait for that your dream job. Pick up something.
Start
The
somewhere.
people you will meet on your way in that job will determine how much experience you will get. And you'll be lucky. You may meet someone that will fund your passion on your way of that job. All right. So that is it for me.
Absolutely. This has been such a refreshing interview all round. I mean, where we look at it from the personal angle, we also look at it in the career angle as well. I'm sure that this interview is something that everybody, regardless of your fare, regardless of your season or where you are in life, you definitely get value from this. Thank you so much, Monica.
Thank you,
you for
Victoria.
saying yes. I hope we do this again.
Of course.
Yeah. So please, everyone, do not forget to follow her. That just I wanted to tell you at the beginning. She's going to post it on LinkedIn. So I'll just give you a little bit. Just told me. I'm just giving you tips. So if you want to get that special gist, you can go to her LinkedIn at Monica Inyang.
Inyang.
Yeah, on Instagram,
on Instagram
as well.
Monica_Inyang. Facebook Monica Inyang. Everywhere is Monica Inyang.
Yeah, Monica Inyang. Thank you so much, Monica.
Thank
Do
you,
have a great
Victoria.
time, and thank you for watching. As you know, do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. Right? Until next time, do have a fantabulous season. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thanks for watching Voices with Victoria. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe, and share. Cheers!